Hello there, Cancer. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. So today we are doing your July General Tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support of my channel. Okay, so Cancer, let's see what you have coming up in July. Intuition and manifestation and here and now. You know, the message I got right away was that what you have been trying to manifest, intuitively knowing that was going to come to you, suddenly is here and now. It's like no more waiting. There's no more waiting for what it is that you want. Really lovely energy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's, it's so funny because it was like this burst of energy that I got when I saw the cards. And I feel like that's how this works out for you. You may be sitting there going, Mary Sue, it's so far off, but there is something coming in. Or at least you're going to know that it's going to arrive. It's like a confirmation. Let's put it that way. If it doesn't come in, it's like confirmation that it's going to come in. Yeah, so let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, you have the Magician card here. Ace of Wands, new fresh start. You know, it could be taking an idea that you have and creating a new business. This fresh start, a fresh relationship, a new business, a new project, a new house. I really feel like this is like a fresh start with somebody from the past. Yeah, I had that energy. And then here's the Six of Cups. I feel like you're trying to work things out with the Three of Pentacles, trying to get a fresh start with somebody from the past. And it doesn't have to be romance. You know, this could be family, friend, a coworker. It could even be returning to a job that you had in the past that for some reason you left, went in a different direction, and then, they call you up and they're kind of like, hey, Cancer, we want you back. And you're like, you know what? I think I will. It's a good feeling because your present energy right now is this ho-hum. Nothing is making you happy. It's this, I'm discontented with everything in my life. It's not that you hate everything in your life or the offers that you're getting. It's just that nothing's satisfying you. It's kind of like, okay, I am ready for something new. It's this burst of energy that I really feel that comes in, and it's kind of like, oh my goodness, finally, something that's coming in that you really and truly are wanting. And I feel there's this really fast energy with it. Cancer, happy birthday. We are starting Cancer season today. So happy birthday. I will be putting up a birthday reading for you. But, it could be that since you're in your birthday month, it kind of comes in almost like a birthday present from the universe. Yeah, Three of Cups, the World, Page of Swords, the Sun. Oh my gosh. It's just seriously like this burst of energy. I just keep getting like just a burst, like almost like puffs of air in my face. That's how quickly I feel like this comes in. We have the Three of Cups. Somebody wanting to celebrate. It could be a family situation or a work situation or even romance, but there's a coming back together with this Three of Cups, coming back together and celebrating, stepping into a new chapter. And it comes with this Page of Swords. This is a message. This is somebody speaking their truth. Somebody saying, hey, you know what? We really miss you. I feel like somebody's reaching out and saying, Cancer, I really miss you. It could be the opposite way. You could be, contacting a past employer. You've moved on, but you're kind of like, yeah, this isn't exactly what I thought it would be. calling up your a past employer or something like that saying, is there any chance I could come back? And they're like, we love to have you back, But I really feel like for a lot of you, because the Page of Swords is here, this is a message of somebody reaching out to you saying, Cancer, I want you back in my life, or we want you back in our lives. Because this Three of Cups is really this energy of bringing people back together, of saying, yes, it's time to celebrate this. Your obstacle, healing. This is something that I feel like you have really been trying to manifest. The Star card is wishing on a star, wanting something, hoping for something to happen. I feel like you know what this situation is. There's wanting of a healing here with the Star card. It's Aquarius energy, but it does not have to be with an Aquarius. It's just that, the Aquarius energy is a little bit of that dreamer energy of, can we get this to work out? Can we bring this back together? So yeah, Two of Cups on the bottom. I feel like it really is, possibly a relationship. It could be a business partner though too. So let's see what, Two of Cups drops. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we have here. This is your obstacle. Oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. Waiting for somebody to come back and offer their cup of love, or once again, because there is a little bit of that twin flame energy here, it could be that you are offering your cup of love back to somebody from the past. There's wanting a healing here. I feel like this is on both sides. I truly do. That's why I feel like it could be you making the offer or this other person making the offer. But it's a really lovely energy. If you're not making the offer, I feel like you're wanting somebody to make the offer. The energies are the same on both sides. Sometimes in the twin flame journey, what happens is that one of the twins wants to reunite, but the other one doesn't. And then it could flop. The energies could flop. So the one that did want to reunite doesn't, right? And then the other one does. So I feel like this is almost as if you're both in this energy of wanting to heal this connection. And, it doesn't have to be a twin flame. It could be a soulmate connection. It could be a family connection where, the energies have kind of bounced back and forth between the two of you of wanting to reunite. There was a very difficult ending. People walked away from this really hurt. And yet, at the same time, I feel like your intuition may have told you it's not over forever. We're walking separately for a while, but you knew intuitively that this would come back together, whatever this connection is. Because the advice here is the Magician. This is Gemini energy. It doesn't have to be Gemini, but it is that energy of knowing that you have all of the tools in order to heal this connection. You have all of the tools in order for this connection to come to a good point. Sometimes that doesn't mean that you actually reunite into the same type of relationship that you had before. It just means that you're healing the connection. You're coming together, and even if you decide to go your separate ways, what you're doing is you're closing out the chapter in a good way. And I'm not saying that you definitely are closing it out and going your own way. I think that that's determined by your relationship. But there's this opportunity to either heal the connection and reunite, or heal the connection and gracefully, mutually decide to go your own ways, to part, maybe as friends, but to part in a really good way. I love this Magician energy here. The Magician is a little bit of that manipulative. It can be a little bit, creating illusions, but that's not the energy I'm getting with the Magician here. this energy of recognizing that you have all of the tools at your disposal in order to bring this together. I feel like there's this energy that there's this huge obstacle that the group or this connection has to get over, a huge obstacle. It probably has something to do with trust, because when we have this type of ending, then trust usually is broken down. It's about coming back together and not just having the illusion of trust, but really using the tools in order to create a true sense of trust in this relationship again, of wanting a fresh start, of knowing the way that we had it before, it just didn't work. We had to go our own ways. We had to work on our healthy boundaries. We had to work on healing our own inner childs. We had to work on how to communicate our needs to each other. There is this energy that we're ready to do that now. Before, the Ace of Wands, there's like a lot of passion here. It can be the excitement of wanting a relationship. And with the Ace of Cups, I love to see this because it also means, no, it's not just wishing. Okay, I'm willing to work on it because this connection, I'm emotionally attached to this connection. It's not just a whim. Wow, really powerful message there. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this Magician card. Oh, wow. All 4 cards are major arcana. The energy is just really strong here. 7 of Pentacles on the bottom. Sun card. Fool card. The message is clear. It is so worth putting your time and energy into this because there is so much love. The people in this connection, or you and this one other person, it is time to go on to a new path. And I feel like you're doing that together. That you're deciding that there's so much joy with the Sun card. There's so much joy, happiness, abundance. It's over the top, right? What you had to do was perhaps separate for some time in order to understand just how truly worth the time and effort that you've put into this connection and are willing to continue to put into this connection, that you get so much more out of it than the time and energy that you put into it, because this connection has so much love and joy. There's so much happiness in this. Something went wrong. But what you're being told is that you do have the tools, the courage, and the strength to balance out this energy and to rebirth it. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. It's time to step onto this new path. Yeah, look at this, of nurturing the love in this connection, of knowing that you are now on the right track with the Knight of Pentacles. Walking forward, perhaps slowly, but building the energy within this connection back onto solid ground. The Knight of Pentacles moves slow, and yet it's built on such a strong foundation. Something that will bring you the Sun card, something that will bring you everything that you have ever hoped for. I feel like that Sun is so much more than just your hopes for this connection, your love, your joy. This is the love, the hopes, the joy of the entire group, or whatever this is, whatever is involved in this connection. I feel like the connections involved in this reading are really more of groups, but it could be based on a connection between 2 people, but it affects more than those 2 people. That's why I keep thinking it's kind of like family, or it could be like business, but it's business partners coming back together. So everybody else that's involved in the business, like it brings so much by reconnecting this connection. It brings so much love and joy to not just those 2 people, but to so much more. There's like this external happiness that goes out to more people because this connection comes back together. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice because it is pretty profound. All the cards are major arcana. This is why I think I had that kind of like feeling before perhaps you were ready for reuniting, but the other person wasn't. And then they were ready to reunite, but you were like, no, I've changed my mind, right? For some reason, maybe because it's your birthday month, right? It's kind of like all the stars are aligning. Look at this. You have the star card. All the stars are aligning in order for this relationship to come back together. It's not only you having the tools. I'm really getting a sense that the universe is, you see how the magician has the wand there, the magic wand? It's almost like your fairy godmother is like has the magic wand and says, now's the time. It's this energy that the divine has been helping behind the scenes. And we've seen that for some time in your readings. But the divine has been working behind the scenes. And it's almost like your spirit guides, your angels, your fairy godmother, right? Has the wand and says, yes, now is the time for you all to come back together. Such a lovely message because they're really showing me like the wand, you know, almost like tapping you on the head and saying, yes, now is the time, Cancer. Because we have the strength card and the justice. You have the strength and the courage. They're really pointing out the courage to reunite, to bring this back into balance. So you could be working with a Leo or a Libra, don't have to be, but there's this energy of balance, bringing this, you're both ready for this, you're balanced at this time. The two of you have both come into this sense of, yeah, it's time to reunite this. This is all, you know, it's like I'm not saying you're past the hurt, okay? But it's kind of like you're kind of like, this is ridiculous. Why did we allow something, right, that was hurtful, right? I'm not saying that it wasn't. Break us apart for so long. It's this energy of understanding, yeah, okay, so we've gone our own ways. We've each had to balance out our emotions about the situation, do our own healing. But it takes a lot of courage. I feel like this kind of was, you know, like a big thing, whatever this was. It was a big thing, okay? So I don't know, you know, it could have been the dissolving a business partnership. It could have been a divorce. It could have been, you know, I don't know. It could have even been like one family member suing another or something like that. There was some big tower moment, okay? And in that tower moment, people, it's almost like this energy of people had to take sides. When we take sides, right, the problem is that when a connection wants to come back around, right, and you want to reunite, it takes a lot of courage to say, I've changed my mind. And I think that's the message here, Cancer, is that there's this kind of energy that I think both of you have come into, that you understand, I've changed my mind. I really do want this connection in my life. This connection means more to me than my pride. You see what I'm saying? I feel like there's this energy of, you know, balancing out your pride, balancing out your ego. And it's not just for you. I think both of you are coming into this energy. You may be saying, yeah, well, I'm okay to reunite, but they'll never, you know, they're just so stubborn. I think at this time, the fairy godmother is giving you both the ability to say at this time, yes, I do want to have this connection again in my life. Being courageous enough to speak your truth, of allowing your heart to have more say in this decision than your ego. right? Because it's about heart, where heart and head meet. That's where the miracles happen. Yeah, because look at what you have here. You have the death card, Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but once again, you don't have to be. It's the energy of, yes, we ended this connection, and yet at the same time, we're ready to rebirth it. It says, and I want you to see, it says death and rebirth. It didn't die for any, it didn't die to stay out of your life, to die and to no longer be. It died because there was something that everybody in this connection, or you and the other person, really had to go and heal. Something everybody had to work on their own. And now the universe is saying, everybody has done their part. Everybody has done their healing. It's not that there won't be any work to do in order to rebuild the trust in this connection, to rebuild the strong foundation, because you had the Knight of Pentacles here somewhere. There it is, right? There is, look at this. You have the Magician card underneath here. You have the tools in order to work on this and to build the strong foundation that is necessary so that it doesn't come down the next time. It's such a lovely energy because it's not as if everybody is coming into this. I think there is this moment of celebration. Everybody's happy to see each other again, almost like a reunion of some sort, right? Everybody's happy to see each other again. But at the same time, they also understand we can't just party our way through this. We kind of have to get down in the weeds, you know? If you look, the Seven of Pentacles, it has all of these, seeds planted in the earth. Those have been seeds that have been planted while everyone was apart. Seeds, building seeds of trust, of love, of compassion, of forgiveness for each other and for yourself, right? For whatever part you may have played in this. It's about coming back together of knowing, okay, we planted the seeds in order for this to grow again. And knowing that it's going to take some time, some nurturing. You can't just plant a plant and then walk away. But I think that you see it, it could be that in the past, everybody in this connection just took the connection for granted. It was kind of like, yeah, we get together and we celebrate. And then something big happened. And in that moment, when that thing happened, right, it was kind of like people went to their own corners or something. There was no reason to celebrate, so nobody talked, right? Yeah, really interesting. Okay, so the outcome is the Eight of Wands. Taking action, communicating. I think that's the huge thing in this. I think that you and anybody else, yeah, it's communicating. Oh my gosh, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful new offer, solid offer coming in. There is this energy of expressing love, of rebirthing, the Empress energy always reminds me of the Phoenix rising, of understanding that this connection is being reborn. It is going to be not like it was before. Not that there's not going to be times to celebrate, right? But it's moving in a completely different direction. The communication in this relationship is being born. Whereas before, there could have been just a lot of fun, or there could have been like a lot of action, but there wasn't a lot of communicating. It doesn't mean that you weren't talking, but the emotions of the connection were not being communicated. There was not an emotional connection that was strong enough in order to hold this relationship together. That's what had to be worked on by you or the other person or or more than one person in this, right? And the high priestess is kind of like the veil is being drawn back so that you can see this connection for the spiritual part that it has played on your path. It's kind of like you're seeing this connection in a much bigger light. I feel like you're ascending to a higher level. When we bring this connection back together again, I feel like there is an ascension that you or the other people is almost as if I'm going to say, we have that sun card on the bottom, and I said that it was more than just two people reuniting, that, there was this energy that radiated out from this connection. That's the energy I'm getting. I feel like when you heal this connection, it's sending out healing energy to more people than you even realize. I feel like it sends out hope and love and joy to other people that may be going through similar situations, feeling like their connection may never heal. Understanding that healing can occur, because I think a lot of times we get stuck in the energy of thinking, yeah, a connection ended, it's done. Because remember when I had the birth card, they kept saying it's not just dead. It died for a while. The light in this connection dimmed, but it never went out. That's the really cool part. It never went out. Sure, it dimmed for a while, but now that flame is getting the oxygen that it needs in order to be able to glow brightly again. And when it does, it also sends out hope and joy to other people in just like similar situations, which I think you don't even realize how many people this disconnecting of this relationship affected. It's not just you and the other person or you and your family. It goes out. It sent tidal waves out to a lot of people. And now when you reconnect, it sends out love and healing light in tidal waves out to other people. So let's see what it says. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Yeah, I feel like the magic wand, right? I feel as if the universe is saying either it's time for you to pick up the phone, right, and call this person. It could be time for you to reach out. Or if this other person reaches out, it's kind of like having an open mind to what they have to say, right? It is just the divine time. That's all they keep saying. The time is now. There is never going to be a better time. If it's important enough for you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. Yes, it's about, stepping into your power, stepping into your light, and understanding that you are the magician. This is your advice. You are the magician. You have all the tools to bring this back together. It really is. We do not have the judgment card, and yet they're showing me the judgment card. It's almost as if you have the power. You have the power in order to help bring this back together. I am galactic starseed blooming. Yeah, you see, I just keep getting this energy of it radiating out. Whatever this connection, when it comes together, it's almost as if it really sends out tidal waves of healing light to so many other people. And I don't think I think they keep kind of coming back to that, because I don't think you almost believe that. How could it affect other people? It's like a magic trick. It's almost like a magic trick for the collective. When you heal this connection, it heals so many other connections, so many other people. There is more hope and joy put out into the world when this connection comes back together and everyone is willing to, how many aces do you have? I know you had the ace of cups here too. It's this energy of, yes, this is a new day dawning. A new day dawning. That's it. It is. It's a new day dawning in this connection. All right, I am going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I do so appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really am so grateful for you, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.